morning everyone, and welcome to this beautiful Friday morning. I'd just like to say I hope you enjoyed the skit that I did in one of the previous episodes. If you did, please drop a like on the video or this video and drop a comment and subscribe, as I'm trying to push for 200 subs by the end of this year. However, today you are listening out for...
What a strange turn of events, if I'm honest.
Strange goings on at Solihull Moors. Could never. Anyway, thank you for your continued support with my growth, and I'll see you in the very next episode. Thank you very much.
Right then, good morning and welcome to episode 53, I think it is now. Wow, we are flying. Okay, so obviously we've had the transfer window because we're now at the sort of tail end of February, just over a week to go, I guess. As you can see here in the league, we are 6 points clear of Middlesbrough and well off Norwich, to be honest with you. Speaking of Middlesbrough and Norwich, previous few games have not been great, if I'm honest. So since you were last with us with the Sunderland and Wolves game, then we got humbled with Reading, 5-2 loss. Then we beat Watford and MK Dons 2-0 apiece. Ipswich 1-0. Then we lost 2-0 to the top of the table Norwich. 1-1 draw with a third in the table Middlesbrough. And we just beat 15th place Bristol City. Today then we play Portsmouth and Stoke. It was meant to be Portsmouth and somebody else, Peterborough I believe, but that got pushed back because Peterborough had a match with Chelsea, I believe. There. So that's where we was meant to be playing them, but they've got a FA Cup 5th round tie with Chelsea. Lucky sods. Talking of transfers then, if we look at our outs, we can see that we sent Tommy Doyle out. He's gone out for 110,000 on loan, but he was a big earner for us. The optional future fee is 2.2 million. Same again then for Nelson Abbey. He's left us to go on loan with an optional future fee of 120,000. His wages are being covered by Ross County, and they're giving us a $2,500 monthly fee also. Then lastly, we've got Lee Woodhouse, another defender who's gone out on loan at Motherwell. He's doing actually really well over at Motherwell as well. He's still 5-star potential. Did he come through our... No, he did not, absolutely. Of course, he did not come through our youth system. Why would I even think such a thing? So yeah, his contract then with Motherwell, they're paying his wages is $1,100 and a monthly fee of £475. So that's the way transfers out. Transfers in then, my director of football picked up this guy from Manchester United, Finlay McAllister, who I brought in initially just to play on the base of midfield or in midfield, but he can be that right backup, right back backup, I guess, if you want, if he's needed. I think he has played there a couple of times, which is always good for us. He's only played 2 games so far, but I feel like there is more to come from him in the future. Moving on then, we did pick up Maurizio Lazzari, a new star striker. He's worth 29 to 43 million at the moment. We are paying at $9,500 for him a week, but he is on almost 15.5 grand a week currently. But his physicals and his technicals, I feel like, make up for that. Once he settles in, he might start scoring. At the minute, he's not really had a chance to really do anything. He's only played 1 game. He came in, he got injured, I think, straight away. After he had about a month out, so injured. Couldn't play there because he was still recovering from his injury. And I didn't select him there because he was on that whole 45 minutes maximum action type thing going on. So yeah, looking forward to playing with him a little bit. Next then we've got Marcos Quintero from Atletico Madrid. He's my right winger and a backup striker if anything happens to anyone. But primarily he's going to be my winger for the left hand side to be an upgrade. We don't have to pay any wages towards him. He's played 3 of the games so far, averaging a 6.6 so far. Moving on from him, then we've got Sammy Parr, who's on loan. He's a play in the middle of the field. As a ball-winning midfielder, I needed someone that would be able to get amongst it and start making some crunching tackles realistically to put a shift in, if I'm honest with you. And his work rate and determination and his concentration, decisions and all that sort of played a good part for me, especially with that 5-star potential. Looking forward, then we've got Alex Smith from Rangers. He's in our under 21s. This was a director of football sort of play, so I just let it slide through. It's only £400 a week. Mario Cortel, then I got this guy on loan from Villarreal. He's worth 17 million. He's my right back currently. He's been playing actually quite regularly there, 4 games as well, and he's got the physicals and the technicals and the mentals that I like to play that role, so hopefully seals through. As we noticed, we have a couple of defenders leave us there, so it made sense to bring a couple more back in. And then finally, this guy was picked up by my director of football and I just allowed it to go through. He came through as a permanent sort of transfer. I can't remember how much we paid for him, if I'm honest with you. 47,000, there you go. And then we're paying him 4.9 thousand a week. I thought it was a lot, but I thought it'll be nice just to have a little bit more depth in that midfield role. As a box-to-box midfielder, I thought that'd be awesome as well. Another one to play a bit more tirelessly when it's going gets tough, because we are getting to the business end of the season. I would also like to say that because of all of that, then wage bill has been eased. We are down to 108,000 committed, meaning we've got 10 grand to play with, so we should never have to worry about that. We have got 100 grand in the bank as well. If we try to adjust that, it doesn't really do anything. It only gives us about a couple of grand to play with, so it's not really worth it. And I suppose if we go the other way, we're bringing it from 108,000. Maybe if we can probably get a decent player up to 150,000 for 250 grand. Sorry, for over what? But that's just under 10 grand. You could easily get a good player for under 10 grand wage a week on less than 250 grand transfer. But alas, I don't want to do it because the overall balance is going into the red. I would just like to say I did have an interview offer for Aston Villa as well. Their manager has lost his job, Daniel Farker. Daniel Farker? I want to say that's it right. I can't remember how you say his name, to be honest with you. I'll insert a screenshot of that here. As you can see, they said that they wanted to discuss the possibility of me becoming their new manager. Our board's extremely impressed with your exceptional performance at Solihull Moors, which is why we've identified you as one of our top candidates. One of the reasons the board decided to offer you an interview is because they feel you would be an acceptable fit for the club's vision for the future. This is mainly a result of your deep commitment towards signing first-team players no older than 23, and there are, however, concerns as to your suitability for our vision because of your apparent objection towards making set pieces an important part of the game. Obviously, the interview will give the board the opportunity to discuss our ambitions and plans with you in more detail so we can reinforce our belief in your suitability for the role. I declined it, obviously, because I wanted to stay with Solihull Moors, and that's how it's going to be, to be honest with you. However, time to get into our first match, which is going to be Portsmouth. And Portsmouth are currently 23rd. And Aston Villa, just for those interested, are currently sitting 19th in the Premier League. 22 points and 23 points is currently the minimum to get out of safety. So that'll be interesting, especially if we go up and they come down. I know there's a couple out there that might find that hilarious. So going into the fixtures then, this is going to be my team. We've got a Conqueror in goal, Tomlinson on the left, Cortel on the right, Shipley and Baptiste in the middle, with Parr acting as Mazzala. I'm not too sure about that. We'll go with ball-winning midfielder on defend. That's exactly what we'll do. Orford's my deep line playmaker in there on support. Then we've got Quintero as our winger on attack. Powell in the middle as advanced midfield. Attacking midfield, sorry. On the right then we've got Prove It as our inside forward. Winger attack. Yes, okay, I'll put you on winger attack actually. Let's do that. Winger attack. And then we've got our new 18-year-old Lazari up front. As you can see, there are some fitness concerns around a lot of these, saying they've got to be having some sort of fitness monitoring. And that's it. Now, getting into the game then. It's a match we should be winning. Let's make sure we do. Not a single highlight. First half, well, that's not great. We simply have to be better in front of goal. If we don't get any highlights till 60 minutes, I'll change formation. But here we go, prove it with a free kick. Over the top to Shipley, and Shipley does not do very well. I wasn't even paying attention to that, to be honest. Right, so we want to be going positive at this point. We want to be trying to push forward. Right, Orford's not really doing anything. We need to look at making a substitution here, I guess. Right, so... Right, over the top then for Portsmouth. Baptiste with the ball then. Taylor over the top then. Powell gets on the end of it just about. Parry puts it into the ball and Parry has a shot and he goes wide. Although apparently it has been put out for a corner. So prove it with the corner. Baptiste is still on, as is Rowley. So hopefully we go for the near post. We did, but it didn't come off. Candy with the ball, he gets tackled. Fair tackle. Prove it back into the box onto Parry. Taylor comes to Parry. Back to Parry. Taylor. Man, I thought it was Parry. Then. Sammy Parr in it, of course it is. And that's a free kick to Portsmouth. And it looks like we are not getting anything out of this game. Wow. We are struggling. And that is quite frankly unacceptable. That's extremely... We weren't good enough. Right then, I guess we're moving on to game number 2. Stoke, who are fourth in the league, of course they are. I'll be back with you in around a week. I'll see you in a second. Board are happy that I've become an established Sky Bet Championship team. 1 year ahead of schedule apparently, which is always good. Welcome back. This is going to be our team then going to Stoke. It's going to be Okonkwo and goal as normal. Linz Foster on the left, which is going to be a complete wing back on support. Not really sure why that's on there like that, but there we go. Courtel on the right hand side as his full back on defend. I'm not sure why that is again on attack. Baptiste in the middle and Shipley in the middle. Rowley at the base of midfield as a ball winning midfielder. Taylor's going to play the deep line playmaker, while Party's going to play the ball winning midfielder on support. Pruitt's going to be an inside winger on the right with a Candy inside winger on the left. And Lazo's going to play a deep line forward role up front because I didn't even realise that was his favourite position. So he's playing on attack, but it does say it's support. Right, as we know, Stoke are fourth in the table, and so it does mean quite a bit to actually try and get on this. Taylor with the ball, passing it forward to a Candy, doesn't quite work out. Candy's not read the game there, and that allows Campbell to move on to the ball and he scores. Stoke 1 now. Stoke with the corner then. Okonkwo is wise to it. Pulls it out the air, he boots it long. His instructions are to kick it to the deep line playmaker, who's obviously Kane Taylor. Though that didn't seem to work out there, and now Mercer for Stoke is trying to move forward, though he has gone backwards this time around. It's more of a centre sort of approach now with May and Bernabe. Zamura now for Stoke, and he's coming forward rather rapidly too. He gets kicked out now for a corner for Stoke. Boga for Stoke. It is semi-cleared. Boga and Zamora up the loose ends, but nothing comes of it. Linz Foster then moving forward to this corner flag. Back to Taylor. Taylor in the middle for Rowley. Rowley had a unexpected shot and forced a save that has now gave us a corner. Prove it with the corner then in swinger. It's come off the head of somebody, but Rowley's now got it. He's been tackled rather easily. Parr picks it up. His pass is just terrible. Linz Foster with the throw in then for Lazare. Gets it through to a Candy. It's been fouled, and that is a penalty. Who's taking the penalty? Rowley. Oh my gosh, Rowley. And he scores. Unlikeliest of heroes. He scores. I'll allow it. He was close to it, but he got it in the back of the net in the end, I guess, and that's all that matters on the day. Lazare chasing a ball that doesn't look like he's going to get to, and Stoke making us work for the ball here, over the top for Boga. Boga's going to pass it through the centre for an injured Campbell, and even an injured Campbell can put it in the back of the net. It's not going to count. It's offside. I'll allow that too. You may have your moment of negligence. Don't get sent off. Let's go and have a good day. Right, Prove It is not having a good day out there. What can we do with Prove It? Wayne Parry can come on, although I will say to Parry, because Parry likes to do his own thing. Put inside with ball. Cross from deep. Yeah, cross from deep. That's what we'll do for Parry, because he can not cross, but he can cross better, so that's fine. Joe Tomlinson can come in. No, he's not coming in. Joe Powell can come in for Sammy Parr, I guess, and we'll go with that for now. Powell then with the free kick over the top. Doesn't quite get to anyone. Powell is back on it. To Baptiste, to Rowley, Parr, to Lazare. It goes to the head. It goes just to Rodak, and it's a pretty simple pickup for the keeper of Stoke. Parry now, over the top for Lazare. Doesn't quite come to anything. Parry now against Powell. Slide tackled, and Stoke have the ball again. Lazare's off. Lazare scores! Yes! Get in there. Beautiful. Praise him for that. All starts when Powell came onto the pitch, and I think Powell needs to be starting more, because anytime he seems to start, we get a good result, or at least play better. Lazare coolly slotting home there. Middlesbrough clearly trying to keep up the heat there by scoring their own little goal. I didn't quite see who it was against them, but that's okay. We've got Stoke on the offensive here then. Trying to put it in. That's a good ball to be fair, and that's gave him a freaking penalty to equalise. Anthony steps up for Stoke, and he puts it wrong side of the keeper, and it's 2-2. Bloody hell. One more. Candy probably needs to come off. I don't know who I'll bring on though. Quintero's going to have to come on for a Candy, I think. Tell you what, actually, can we do Quintero? You can come in as an inside forward on attack. And do you know what? More direct. Shoot more often. Okay. There we go. Confirm changes. Stoke with the ball at the moment. Passing it around to Downs. Cable over the top. Quintero is going to pick it up this time. To Linz Foster. Shipley with the ball. Back to Linz Foster. Back to Shipley. Shipley to Taylor Rowley. It's a nice bit fast football, but we need to do something better. Powell with the ball this time then. He's going to pass it back. And that comes to nothing. That's quite a strange turn of events, if I'm honest. And that's full time. And I think I just saw at the end there that Middlesbrough sneaked up into second place. I don't like what I saw from that. That was... I mean, yes, they're fourth and we're away. But crikey, we should have beat them. Okay, so they're fourth, but we have got a game over them, so... I'll take that. Which means we play... Oh yeah, Peterborough we're probably playing, aren't we, at some points? Okay, no worries. So what that means is we shall be coming back then for the original games that I said we was going to do before, Peterborough and Derby, and we'll see you there for those games. Hopefully I'll be able to show you the youth intake at the same time, maybe, and thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please drop a like, comment and subscribe. We'll see you in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching.